Oh, baby, we got a good one today. Oh, it's a good one. It's not multiple clips, it's one story today, and I got a video exclusive follow-up after this one's over. Let it roll. Here's the deal.
Even this guy right here is like, man, why did I call the cops? I should have known better.
You want to tell him to leave? Yes,
I'm trying to leave. What do you think I'm doing? You just stop me.
Interfere. Let me make this clear. I want to make it super clear.
So, here, tell me what. How does interfere anyway?
Take that out of my...
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not resisting.
You're going to wreck.
I'm not resisting.
If you stop and record the actions of the Boise Police Department, you may get some additional footage you weren't counting on.
Yeah, you know what's funny was, later on, you're going to see the cop says, oh, he was interfering, he stuck the camera in his face. The dude's phone was probably at least 3 feet away. He wasn't in your face like that. He was probably 3-4 feet away from the officer. He just batted out his hand. You know what the officer did? He committed a crime. Not that dude holding the camera. That cop committed assault and battery.
Boise Police Corporal
Danny it doesn't matter.
Carter.
You holding a camera,
He's about to handle this situation
that's
in
the
the only way most power-tripping authoritarians know how.
So, here, tell me what. How does interfere anyway?
Take that out of my...
Now, at this point, I know what you're thinking.
That is a gross abuse of police power.
But you would be wrong. He is being sarcastic, right? Because in Officer Danny's mind, he's just trying to protect the public from a dangerous cameraman.
All right.
Yeah, I guess this officer, he's trying to protect the public for tyrannical people like to film out their dangerous cameraman. Oh, we can have people filming out of public setting like that. Yeah.
Put that up in my face and try to assault me.
You
Let's
can
take
hit outrageous
another
charges.
look at this assault. Whoa, I do see an assault. But it doesn't look like it's coming from the camera guy.
No, it's coming from the officer. Assault battery.
Ganondorf? Perfect. The power's gone to your head, bud. The power's gone way to your head. Yep. The power's gone majorly to your head. You're gonna shove me in the face? See, you can't, Carter. You got yourself up, dude. You better control your partner, my friend.
We're going to find out what happened in this case in a minute.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Here's the Deal. First, the intro. Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
So here's the deal.
Here's the deal. So here's the deal.
But here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
Well, here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
So here's the deal.
And here's the deal.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Because here's the deal.
Here's the deal. Either give me your ID or you go to jail. How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
How about that? How about that? Here's the deal.
Welcome back to the Here's the Deal channel.
They're coming for you. Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
This guy, Justin Waranka, said that he was falsely arrested while filming police and has since filed a notice of tort claim against the city of
We'll get
Boise
into
and
that
the
in
Boise
a little
Police
bit.
Department. Around 3 a.m. on June 11th, 2022, Boise police body cameras show police arresting Ty Waranka in a parking garage on Capitol in Maine. Waranka was leaving the parking garage after work and saw officers. As he was leaving, Corporal Denny Carter approached him and accused him of interfering.
I'm not interfering. I'm leaving right now. I'm trying to leave.
This gentleman's already asked you to leave once. You came back around.
He asked me.
Yeah, he's trying to accuse us, like, oh, you came right around, you're interfering with my investigation. Yeah, he didn't walk up to the officer and say, what's good? Hey, officer, what's going on? What are you investigating? Can I get your name and badge number? No, he wasn't doing any of that. He was just simply filming.
Leave the garage, which I left.
No, you're here in the garage. You can't have left the garage.
He asked me to keep driving, and I kept driving.
Okay.
He didn't say don't come back.
You want to tell him to leave? Yes, please.
I'm trying to leave. What do you think I'm doing? You just stop me.
Interfere. Let me make this clear. I want to make it super clear.
So here, tell me what.
Look at that. The officer walked up to him, not the dude.
Okay. Well, I'm not resisting.
You're going to wreck.
I'm not resisting.
Yeah. You're under arrest.
All right.
I put that up in my face and tried to assault me.
I wasn't trying to assault you, but
That's what it looked like to me.
I'm glad you're not?
Yeah. I'm glad you're saying what you did.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So what are you arresting me for? Resisting and obstructing?
What?
Okay, well,
Say what? He said obstruction or resisting? That dude never even resisted. That cop fucking picked him up, grabbed him by the arms, and he said, I'm not resisting. He wasn't fighting or shrugging or like that.
obstructing.
Boy, amazing what cops will make
How
up
is that
different
obstructing your
charges.
investigation?
You trying to block my view?
I bet
Block
this
your view
fucking
for
does
what?
it good,
My
real
face?
good, yeah.
I'm trying to have a conversation.
Yeah, this scumbag right here. Yeah, I bet that scumbag feels real good. Yeah, I get a real good righteous boss. He's gone down for a long time. This is a dangerous fella with a good camera out there. Yeah, we got a good righteous boss. He's gone down for a long, long time. Oh my goodness.
With you?
Tell me, what was I blocking your view from? You know, you guys are gonna get
Obstruction and resisting.
so much love for this.
Warenka says he's known to the Boise Police Department because of his association to Boise Mutual Aid, and said he films police officers anytime he sees them interacting with the public. He doesn't call himself an activist. Rather, he said that he's a citizen that is concerned with the protection of marginalized people in Boise. As body camera footage shows, Boise Police Corporal Denny Carter and Officer Avery Westendorf were giving somebody what appears to be a traffic ticket in a parking garage in downtown Boise. Warenka was leaving the garage at the time, but returned to film the incident on his phone from about 50 feet away. In the phone recording, Warenka is heard in the video asking Corporal Carter what he was interfering with. It was at this point that Carter is seen slapping the cell phone out of Warenka's hands, pushing him against a wall and placing him under arrest. Now, during the arrest, Warenka repeatedly told Carter that he was not resisting. After he was arrested and was told to sit on a curb, Carter is heard in the video saying Warenka put his phone in Carter's face and tried to assault him. Clearly, that's not what the body cam...
Yeah, that's not the case. He didn't put it right next to his face or like that. He was literally feet away from him. Yeah, he was literally feet away. That officer went closer to that cameraman, then slapped it away. That's assault. The cameraman did not assault. It was that officer that assaulted that cameraman.
Video shows. A complaint filed in October of 2022 against Warenka states that on June 11, 2022, Warenka, quote, did willfully resist, obstruct, or delay a public officer, to wit, Corporal Carter, in the attempt to discharge a duty of his office by failing to leave the area and or moving his phone 6 inches from Corporal Carter's face, which blocked his vision and or tensing his arm muscles while trying to pull away from Corporal Carter's grasp. And according to the body cam footage, what the state wrote here is fiction.
Yeah, you know,
the complaint said Warenka violated Idaho law by resisting.
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, you got cops out there who do cosplaying 101. They'll lie on the incident report when they file it down to make them look like, oh, it was a justifiable arrest, a righteous buzz. And to the person who was not doing much, oh, he's such a bad guy. He's going to lock that for a long time. He's such a dangerous cameraman. He assaulted me. He threatened me, and he resisted and tried to fight me.
Or obstructing an officer. Warenka said, quote, they arrested me, took me to the station, said my phone was evidence and that I was resisting or obstructing. They said I tensed up my arms, but even in the video, you can hear me say that I'm not resisting. The charges against Warenka were dismissed on October 26, 2022. In the motion to dismiss, the city of Boise states, quote, although there was probable cause for the initiation of this case, there has been a change in the complexion of the state's case, and the state can no longer prove the matter beyond reasonable doubt. Warenka's lawyer said the first time he saw the video, his jaw dropped. He said, quote, "It's a clear violation of Warenka's rights. This is the most egregious behavior by an officer that I've been involved in, and it probably happens more than I'd like to think. The response we're hoping to get is that they come back and make things right." He said the abuse of power by Carter is pretty blatant and the other cop could have stepped in. The Westendorfs need to step up too.
Carter? What's Ganondorf? Perfect. The power's gone to your head, bud.
He's
The
right.
power's gone way to your
Power
head.
has gone to his head.
Stand up.
Yep, look at that cop. This cop right here, inflated ego, inflated head.
The power's gone majorly to your head. You're gonna shove me in the face. You're holding my camera up?
No, for blocking my view and
Blocking your view of what? Of my face? See, you can't, Carter, you're fucked. You got yourself fucked up, dude.
Okay.
Blocking your view. What was I blocking his view of, Westendorf? You got nothing? I bet not. That's a battery. You put it in electronic devices.
Slide this one. Thank you.
You better control your partner, my friend. Fucking cash and shit. Oh, don't grab my cash. You can grab my ID.
I'm gonna take the whole thing.
Okay, I know how you guys work. Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna take the whole thing. I'm taking charge. Dude, you lie. Come on. How could you not take my ID?
Here.
Very first
Do you want me
thing.
to put it in your pocket? You're gonna put it back
I don't know. I'm scared what you might do, so I'm gonna put it in my pocket. Oh, someone is.
Cops out there waiting for a check ready to take the cash. Hey, taking my money. What money?
That's crazy. Our police just feel like they can just intimidate people and.
Ty, you have the right to remain silent. I would request that you do so.
Don't you guys think that's weird? How police.
Yeah, dumbass comes in. Yeah, you have the right to make sign. I advise you to do that because we will use anything you say against the court of law, and we're going to testify in your court here and make sure you get locked up for the maximum sentence the judge will allow. Fucking dumb cops.
It doesn't need to shove people around and hurt them just
he's a freak
because
fly, dude.
they put a camera up next to them. Like, I get it. Cameras are your kryptonite, but just because you're on camera doesn't mean that you can just act up. I can tell you're not like Carter. Like, your dad's not a cop. Like, you kind of chose this out of your own way. You may be a student graduate who vibe I'm getting from you, but honestly, you guys should do something productive with your lives and just quit the force. This is what you're gonna tell your kids that you did? Oh, I stopped some guy from using the camera. You lie.
After the charges were dismissed, Warenka filed a notice of tort claim against the city of Boise, the Boise Police Department, and the Office of the Boise City Attorney on December 7th, 2022. According to the claim, quote, "The city of Boise, the Office of the Boise City Attorney, and the Boise Police Department and or their agents did either intentionally or as a result of gross negligence falsely charge and arrest the claimant." The claim also states that Carter slapped the phone out of Warenka's hand, seized Warenka's camera as evidence, and did not return it until April, and that Westendorf failed to intervene in the situation. And we see this all the time in video after video. When a cop is clearly violating the rights of a member of the public, other cops just stand around and let the criminal activity happen.
Because you know why? Because most cops are about loyalty versus duty. You know, I mean, they stand there because they don't want to be, the rat or just try to be like the good guy because, and plus, a lot of cops are going to back up their partner in blue.
Happen and participate in the crime, all while recording the violation on their body cams, which leads everyone to wonder if they're going to do this while the cameras are rolling, what do they actually do when they don't think they're being recorded? This is not the America most people want to live in. Help me overcome the censorship algorithms and comment under this video. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you want to support further, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon to this channel.
All right, so I gotta follow a news piece. Okay, give me a second. Okay, here we go.
Town parking garage on his phone and wound up under arrest. His charges were later dropped. But a year later, Ty Wawrinka, who's known to Boise police for his activism and for his capturing of law enforcement on camera, is now suing those officers and the city of Boise in U.S. District Court. His lawsuit, filed Monday, claims the officers violated his civil rights. Here's investigative reporter Morgan Romero.
Around 3 a.m. on June 11th, 2022, Boise police body camera video shows officers arresting Ty Wawrinka in a parking garage on Capitol in Maine.
So what are you arresting me for?
They claimed he obstructed Corporal Denny Carter from doing his job. Wawrinka was charged with resisting and obstructing and booked into jail.
What was I obstructing?
My investigation?
How was I obstructing your
Can
investigation?
you try to block my view?
Block your view from what? My
Your
face?
camera? I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
Carter and another officer, Avery Westendorf, were there to respond to a car accident at the pay station. Wawrinka was leaving work and driving out of the garage at the time. A parking garage employee asked him to move along. So he left, walked back in, and got out his phone.
That's something I do all the time. Anytime I see something strange with police, like I'll stop and take the time if I have it to just record it and just see what's happening. And if the people need the footage, I'll give it to them.
The employee again told him to leave. It's private property. Here, you can see Wawrinka walking away. But as Officer Westendorf's body camera and Wawrinka's cell phone video show, the situation escalated.
I'm trying to leave. What do you think I'm doing? You just stopped me.
Interfere. Let me make this clear. I want to make it super clear.
So, sir, tell me what I was interfering with.
Take that out of my
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
When I reached down to grab it, he like shoved me in the neck and grabbed my arm and pushed me up against the wall and started putting cuffs on me and told me I was under arrest for obstruction.
This is what led Wawrinka and his attorney Jonathan Baldoff to file a lawsuit in federal court against the city of Boise and the two officers, claiming they unlawfully arrested Wawrinka and violated his civil rights. This complaint says officers arrested and searched him without probable cause, used excessive and unreasonable force during the arrest, and caused him serious physical injuries.
People a lot of times say this isn't Boise, this doesn't happen here or whatever. It's like, well, I think this case is a prime example of one of many that this sort of stuff does happen here.
His suit also claims BPD and the city attorney's office have a pattern of acting indifferently to the constitutional rights of Boiseans and people visiting.
Why did you decide to file a federal lawsuit?
I'm really interested in seeing some actual accountability. It seems like that's something that's lacking within the Boise Police Department and like Boise generally with any of our public officials. And at any point in time, they could have stepped in and said, no, don't do that. But, you know, it had to take me hiring an attorney and going through all the steps in order to try to actually clear my name. Like I have nightmares about the situation and like about other police. And I think overall, like the city also suffered too, and everybody else, because how is anybody supposed to have faith in police when they see something like this? Like it's kind of an abject failure, I think, of the system at hand.
Ty, you have the right to remain silent. I would request that you do so.
Don't you guys think that's weird? How police just
He
feel
does
the
on the
need
floor.
to shove people around and
He's
hurt them just
a frequent
because
flyer doing this
they
stuff.
One might say, in watching this story and reading it on social media, well, did he show up to the situation to agitate it? Did he get in the officer's face to then escalate the situation himself? What would you say to that?
I think that's a great question. And then if you look at the footage, you'll see that that's not what happened at all. He actually approached me. I wasn't saying anything to him at the time.
car
I was
did
just
approach
filming
him.
the situation
He
as I
stepped
was
forward.
walking away.
In this federal lawsuit, Wawrinka is asking for $1 million and wants the case to go before a jury. Wawrinka's charges were dismissed in October, the city saying although there was probable cause to bring the case, there has been a, quote, change in the complexion of the state's case and it can no longer prove a matter beyond a reasonable doubt. Wawrinka was not only known to Boise police because of his social justice work with a group called Boise Mutual Aid prior to this, but Boise police also ticketed him at a protest and Idaho State Police arrested him during a protest at the Capitol. So, Brian, to show that there's accountability within the department, he mentioned accountability. So in that vein, He said at the very least what the city could do is hire a permanent director for its Office of Police Accountability, OPA. We know that office fields citizen complaints, it looks into police conduct, and it reviews police investigations. That position has sat vacant for 6 months now since Jesus Hara, the former director, was fired back in December after a whole, saga of issues involving Chief Lee. But I also reached out to Boise Police for comment on this. They said, as always, with any pending litigation, they can't comment on lawsuits. They also noted that Corporal Carter, the one that is seen pushing him, slapping the phone out of the hand.
Yeah, so he's kind of like one of those, kind of like activists that are standing up for people's rights against corruption, tyranny. It's kind of like what Senator Hightower does. He's been arrested quite a few times from the Portland Police Department, especially when Chief Danielle Outlaw was the chief on there. Well, she's back in Philadelphia. So, yeah, there's some police corruption out there. With that said, I'm out here, my job. Peace out.